Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
We are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Port. It's Barnes, it's Matt, it's Michael. How are we doing, fellas?
Good,
dude.
Can't believe a couple more days left in the year.
Yeah, I know.
Unbelievable.
No more 2021, dude. Went by quick.
I think 2022 though is going to be the year, definitely.
Yeah. Remember.
So
always better, dude. When it's
a lot of stuff to look forward to, of course. But let's get started in the world of the National Football League.
Juju Smith-Schuster is blown up. It is caught. DeAndre Hopkins.
Do not stand up with that man and let him just throw you out of the club.
On its way. It bounces off the crossbar, and it's good. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
All right. So week 16 concluded last night with the Miami Dolphins defeating the Saints 20-3. And I just thought of something. Tony's getting another tray of lasagna.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So,
dude,
Mary, if you're listening, you might want to get started on that. But I mean, you of course. But you look at this, and I mean, really, there wasn't a moment where this was close. I mean,
no, dude.
Sure.
Saints have no one, bro. They're basically trying to get guys, like, dress them in the locker room, dude. Like, they didn't even know. They barely have enough guys right now.
Yeah.
Play.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable. I mean, like we had said yesterday, they were down to their fourth string quarterback. So Ian Book only had 135 yards, 2 interceptions, including a pick six on the opening possession. And this is unbelievable. The 24th straight loss by a Notre Dame starting quarterback in the NFL.
Wow.
I mean, dude, I've never heard of something like that.
They stink.
Brady Quinn, Deshaun Kaiser was the biggest part of that.
Brady
obviously,
Quinn
being all those
brutal,
bad Browns teams.
Yeah, that's like, dude, the Alabama running backs, they say.
Right.
Except a few exceptions, obviously, Derrick Henry and Mark Ingram.
Right, exactly.
Where did Kamara go again?
Kamara with Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah. So, the Dolphins, I mean, they didn't do anything crazy offensively. I mean, Tua was under 200 yards, 198, a touchdown and a pick. But Jalen Waddle really had a big game, 10 catches, 92 yards and a touchdown, 96 receptions this season. He needs 5 to tie the rookie record, which was set all the way back in 2003 by Anquan Bolden. So he's closing in on that. I'm sure he'll get it over the next 2 days. They love peppering him with targets. They were doing a lot of like kind of jet sweeps and just putting him in motion, which was great. And also, I was surprised, a little like storyline behind this. So he needed one more catch to break. I want to say it was like Jerry Rice's rookie record for receptions on Monday Night Football. He tied him with 10.
Jerry Rice?
Yeah. And so I was playing against somebody in my last fantasy team that's still alive, and he had Jalen Waddle. He's how he scored on that like toss or lateral pass.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything after that. There was 7 minutes left in the game. Didn't even get a target, and I won by 1 point. I'm in the finals this week.
Wow. Dude,
That's sick, dude.
Yeah. I was pumped because usually that situation, forget about it.
Dude, I'm out.
My
team, bro, just let me down.
Yeah. No,
I'm not even in the consolation.
Yeah.
I lost the consolation.
Yeah.
Like that's.
So I couldn't believe that because but you don't blame the Dolphins. I mean, Waddle is very good, and of course you're going to keep giving him targets. But I just didn't think he would find this amount of success. I thought they would have Lattimore just cling to him all game.
It's weird too because Tua, a lot of question marks with him, throwing the ball. So it's crazy that he's having this type of year. It really is. He is so good, dude. And then I was thinking this earlier. The AFC East could be like it should become the AFC North, dude, in terms of like how competitive it is. I hope that happens, bro.
Yeah,
because like teams are young, they have
younger
quarterbacks, dude. So, and dude, exciting players, bro. Imagine like Mac Jones and Waddle, Zach Wilson,
Moore.
like everybody, Elijah Moore. So
no,
Hopefully,
absolutely. But the funny thing is, there's still talk that if he's available after the year and he's cleared, that the Dolphins are going to want to get Watson.
I know it's crazy.
Um,
I don't know how. It's crazy that I can't believe they're above 500 now, dude.
First team in NFL history with a 7-game winning streak
And a
and
5-game
7-game losing streak in the same season.
That's insane.
So they've really went on a run, and I mean, you got to give them credit. Because if you start out 1-7, most teams just fold, forget about it. They go 4-12, 4-13, whatever it is.
Dude, it's clear. Obviously, Brian Flores is the guy down there.
Yeah.
I wasn't really sure because of like last year, and just hasn't really worked
Right,
out
and
yet.
then the tough start this year.
It's like,
And you think about it, he's the first like Belichick assistant to really kind of seem like
Vrabel.
Yeah. Well, actually, but he wasn't an assistant. He was just a player. He never was a
on the
pat.
coaching staff?
No, he was Ohio State linebacker coach.
Really?
Yeah.
He wasn't with Belichick. in
No,
England,
just
bro?
no, just
Vrabel?
playing, not coaching.
You sure?
Yeah, positive. You're gonna question me, Small.
No, but like I feel like I remember him coming from
because you're just thinking of him on the
I know
field.
he played.
Yeah. Just to
give
give
me the Barnaby
a quick
confirmation.
a quick synopsis
Right.
here. So as far as the coach, Ohio State, and then he was the
Sorry.
Houston linebacker coach and defensive coordinator under Bill O'Brien.
That
Before,
was it, dude.
yeah.
That's who I was thinking.
Right, who
Houston.
I guess you could say he had some success, but I mean, it just kind of fell apart quickly for him. Romeo Crennel
Billy
didn't
talking
work. Just in
Yeah.
terms of Belichick assistants. Charlie Weiss at Notre Dame for a little bit. Josh McDaniels didn't work out in Denver. Matt
even
Patricia
go.
was a disaster. What's that?
Remember the McDaniels thing where he just
To the Colts after that.
the Colts the last second.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I mean, I think he'll eventually get a job, but teams are very turned off by that. But
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out for the Colts because Frank Reich is very good.
Coach of the year.
Yeah, he
Perhaps.
should be.
Yeah.
I think he should be. So Dolphins right now in playoff position. Saints are going to pretty much, need a miracle to get in at this point, falling to 7-8. And a lot of question marks at the end of this year. And like a big thing too, you would think they're going to trade Michael Thomas in the offseason. A lot of back and forth with him in the organization. He didn't play all season with the setbacks, with the injury. But then it's like, what if they get Russell Wilson? Then I would think he would want to stay.
Yeah.
And then they were even talking about the Jets possibly getting Michael Thomas, but it's like, if he's tight now, is he gonna go play with Zach Wilson? I mean,
dude, maybe it would be nice if he
Yeah.
thinks- if he is like, you know what, this team's got promise, and like everybody's young here, and I can just come in and be like the veteran stud.
Right. But
He's sick.
I love the ability of him, and I just hope he's healthy. So granted that he is healthy, though, with the two of you guys being all nervous just about his like kind of attitude diva tendencies.
bit.
Now with
A little bit.
Salah.
You think
I
Salah
think
would
Salah,
put him?
I think Salah would be like a Bruce Arians and say, "You can't be doing that."
Yeah. I mean, it would be so awesome to get him, and then it would really open up the field for Elijah Moore. Because I think that's where he's going to succeed the best, Elijah Moore. Even though there's a lot of hype about him, I think as a really good two. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's.
I mean, it makes sense too. Doesn't
Yeah.
it? Like Wilson likes to throw the deep ball. He can
Right.
fucking sling it, and you have Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Just going down there to get it, dude. Going
Yeah.
down there to grab it.
So I think there'll be a lot of moving parts for the Saints for sure. I mean, they like Winston, but I don't know. I have a feeling,
We'll
after
see
this season,
how do you think he'll be when he gets back?
he's never going to be what everyone thought being the
No.
number one overall pick.
James Jones.
And I just think, I know Peyton likes him, but I don't know. I mean, his passing numbers are very low. Like, he had a good touchdown to interception ratio this year, but he was throwing for like not even 200 yards a game. So
Yeah.
coming back, ACL recovery should be fine, but it'll just be interesting to see. And Dolphins, tough schedule to finish out. Tennessee on the road next week, and then I believe at New England for the last game of the season, and they beat New England the first game of the season, so that's kind of just interesting there. But gonna be tough too. I mean, they'll have to at least win one of those games to get in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
The defense is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, the
Like,
defense is great.
Yeah,
Needham
how
obviously
many
with
picks?
the pick six,
How
2
many-
interceptions.
yeah.
I think they had 6 sacks. Book looks so lost and just not ready to play in an NFL game. I mean, I guess that's what you expect by a rookie who's
Who
been on a
lost?
practice squad. Ian Book.
Oh my
He-
goodness.
Yeah, I mean, just getting
What'd you-
clobbered.
literally, what did you expect?
But he kept like rolling out right and then just doing nothing. Like he went for it on 4th down. He threw it away on a 4th down at his own 30-yard line. Like, are you kidding, yo?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, that's brutal. But I mean, it wasn't definitely not a high scoring game or anything, but just between the pick six, Waddle doing his thing, it was definitely a little entertaining. But we got one more Monday Night Football game next week. We'll get Browns and Steelers, and then
pick them last night?
I picked the Saints just because I said opposite of what I would think would happen.
Oh, dude, I picked the Saints also.
Yeah, and then Mary picked the Saints.
Right.
Tony had the Dolphins.
I forgot who Michael.
I forgot, honestly.
I had the Dolphins.
Okay.
Dolphins.
Okay. Yeah, usually you're on the right side of things. So
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. No games Saturday actually either. So we're off till Sunday for football. But I'm sure we'll have some compelling games then.
Wild card Saturday, dude. Next time NFL will be on Saturday. So fun.
I know.
What a day.
Yeah. So let's move now to the world of the National Basketball Association.
The Bulls got LeBron James at the buzzer. He banks in the three, and the Lakers win the game.
All right. So we had a few interesting games in the National Basketball Association last night. So just taking a look at what we had. We did preview a couple games, and then there was a game that we just wanted to just add as the Bulls, continue their hot ways. And after a pretty sizable deficit, I want to say they were down at least 10 last night to the Atlanta Hawks, playing shorthanded. But they end up coming away with the W, 130-118. So nice to get that road win there. I believe it was their 5th straight win, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Old Sport. You're certainly right about that.
And I mean, obviously you have Lonzo out, you have Caruso out, but the guys who are playing, I feel like everybody stepped up.
I mean, dude, how about DeRozan and Levine, bro? They combined for how many points here? I think it was like 56, 65. Had it backwards, dude. And first in the division right now as well. 21-10 on the year. I mean, Barnes, how impressed, dude? How impressed are you with my Bulls?
Dude, I said it a couple weeks ago.
35 from DeMar.
Dude, they're making it to the finals, dude. They're making it to the finals.
I think so, bro.
They're too good. And DeMar DeRozan, definitely the best offseason acquisition out of any team, making the most impact.
And I mean, dude, how efficient is he?
Yeah.
Well, last night he went 14-20 from the field, and
10 assists. He's a playmaker.
How about Levine, bro? That's his first game back out of the protocol.
Plus 18 on the court, 30 points. Yeah. I mean, that's
Vucevic gets his 14th double-double of the year.
Love Vucevic.
We're rolling, bro. I know Vucevic is. I love him, bro. I love the European, solid basketball player that can just come in, bro, and do a little bit of everything.
It really is another example of what Porzingis should be, honestly.
Yeah, Porzingis. But dude, we're rolling right now. It's nice to see it. And I just want to check one other thing. Yeah, I mean, Kobe White also, dude, I like Kobe White a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like Kobe White a lot. 13 points for him last night. And dude, the starting five, everybody. I mean, you got 30 from Levine, Kobe White 13, Vucevic at 24, DeRozan at 35, and then Jeff Green had fucking 2 points. But yeah, I mean, still no Caruso, so can't wait to get him back. And you know what? Honestly, I'm just so pumped for when he comes back to see the Showtime, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he completes the Showtime unit for the Bulls, man. The way he plays defense, the way he can get out and run the floor, dude, and pass. He's like, dude, he's Magic Johnson-esque.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So they'll actually get a game at home against the Hawks tomorrow. So they'll try to run this win streak to 6, which would obviously be great. And I'm just looking standings wise in the Eastern Conference right now. They sit in second, game and a half behind Brooklyn and a game ahead of Milwaukee, 2 games clear of Miami and 2.5 games clear of Cleveland. So sitting pretty right now for sure. They have to be happy with their start to the season. Another game from last night, we saw the Grizzlies 114-113 over the Suns. John Morant with a big game, 33 points, including the game-winning runner with half a second left. Bane, 32 points. You don't usually see that out of him. And then Steven Adams, a guy that I've always felt like was very solid in this league. 13, 16, 7 assists. So, anytime you're getting that type of game out of him, you should win. And the Suns, listen, obviously they're in fine shape at 26-7, but definitely a disappointing loss against Memphis here after losing on Christmas to the Warriors. Booker had 30, but he didn't get much help from his teammates. Paul, 13 points, 13 assists. But I have to say, I'm pretty surprised here that Memphis, you would think the middle of the pack, lower end teams they could beat, but to beat a team at the top of the conference like the Suns, that's pretty impressive.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like Michael, you're saying you're not even that surprised.
No, it's a great win, but it shows how good John Morant is.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Morant, dude, they would definitely not be as good as they are.
But if they were to get, let's say someone like DeMar DeRozan, would that just completely put them in the next level, into the championship conversation, or you think they're still a whiles away?
Still a whiles away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think good foundation with Jackson.
They have Steven Adams, but for the long haul, they should get a young big guy.
Yeah.
And have him and Morant can do pick and roll action and space the floor a little bit more.
Yeah.
So,
but I just didn't know Bane was capable of scoring 30. That's a lot for Bane.
John Morant is so nasty.
Spurs,
the way he plays.
Yeah. System. Heard Becky Hammond's jumping ship maybe to the WNBA.
Wow. Idiot.
I thought she was just going to stay put.
Yeah, why doesn't she?
Maybe she's getting antsy.
Maybe she heard Tim Duncan's going to be the coach after.
Timmy D.
But I swear the way Popovich is, I think he would just say he would so push for her to be the coach. But I don't know. You think he's done after this year or no?
No.
How many more years for Popovich?
10. Just joking. 5.
What do you think?
3.
I was going to say 3.
Yeah,
actually,
I kind of think 2. I don't know. He just seems old now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, he's been the coach since '99.
Yeah,
it's a long run.
It was 98 or 99. They won right away when he got there. Basically,
it might even
came in, drafted Timmy D, and then
that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Just want to take a quick look here.
No, they've been good for a long time, dude. Pop's legendary. Maybe the USA coach.
1996.
Yeah.
That's nuts. 25 years, same place. Going on 26. And then the other game from last night, we saw the Nets 124-108 over the Clippers. Jimmy Hardon, your buddy, 39-15.
Jimmy.
Probably the first time all season that he's looked like that version of James Harden.
Yeah. So you think he's back?
Kind of. But then I also question: does he need to have the team like this for him to play like this? He doesn't play well with ball dominant guys around him, and that's why he was struggling at the beginning of this year with Durant.
No, anyone could play with Durant though.
But don't you think though there's just something with Harden? I feel like to get in his rhythm, he needs to take a lot of shots, and if he doesn't, sometimes he'll be way off, and that's why his scoring's been down this year.
They did change the rules. It did take him time to get there,
Yeah.
So.
And we've mentioned him a bunch. Patty Mills, 6 threes yesterday. Talk about an underrated free agent signing.
Oh yeah, I love him. Australia, Spurs.
How does it always go back to the Spurs?
Everybody. Those are the best.
But I honestly think, tell me if I'm wrong, but if Durant never came back and it was just this group of Nets, I think they would still win almost 50 games. Just because of the way Harden is.
Yeah, he's great. That's how great he is, though.
Yeah. So it'll be.
He's like a bigger Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Harden.
Yeah.
And I always thought it was interesting how he
It's a good
really,
comparison, actually.
4 or 5 years plus into his career that he really came on with the distribution. Like he was not a pass guy at all.
No,
And now he's like very good at facilitating.
it's crazy.
Dude, do you remember when you just saying that reminded me when in 2013 when Nash got hurt on the Lakers and Kobe had
those 2 straight games and 18
yeah.
assists or something.
Yeah. It was like 3 games where it was just ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's what that kind of reminds me of. Like
Yeah.
Jordan's doing.
Yeah.
Tapping into that.
Dude, yeah. So I, listen, like I think it just, the game's more fun when he's himself, and he hasn't been all season. So, I hope that continues. And like I was gonna say though, I just can't wait to see how it's all gonna fit when Kyrie comes back.
I know,
it's gonna be
yeah.
exciting, dude. First time we've seen them all year.
Yeah. And I think overall they haven't even played 10 games together.
Wow.
I'm almost
in the
because last year it was always one of them. There's a problem, which is kind of crazy to think how long they've been together.
Yeah.
So, and then, Blake was out of the rotation, then all this COVID stuff, he's kind of bounced back a little bit. So I think, they'll be expecting him to play a big role off the bench. He had 12 and 9 last night, but Clippers, without Paul George, I mean, like we said yesterday, just not enough. When you're relying on Morris and Bledsoe to be your leading scorers. So it'll just be interesting to see kind of the paths that both these teams take. If the Clippers start to tear it down, if the Nets maybe even make some in-season trades to really shape up, because from day one when they signed Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, the goal was to get in the championship contention, and last year falling pretty short of what they expected, being out in the second round. So they'll want to do everything they can to advance, but time will tell what will happen there. But looking ahead to tonight, a couple games we're going to take a look at. In the first one, Michael's New York Knicks, 15 and 18 on the season. They are 4.5-point road favorites at the 16 and 17 Minnesota Timberwolves. Total set at 213.5. 8:00 tip on MSG. And they recently named Kemba Eastern Conference Player of the Week. So obviously the triple-double on Christmas. He's been getting it going since his benching. But looking at this game and looking at the fact that as of this morning, I saw that Towns, Russell, and Anthony Edwards were all out and in health and safety protocols. So with that in mind, Michael, I mean, is this a game where we haven't seen many like this year, but that the Knicks should have no trouble taking care of business here?
Blowout. I don't even want to talk about it. Next
You're
game.
that pissed?
No, I just know it's over.
Are you even going to watch?
No.
Wow. Making a statement. But what do you think, Matt?
You think the Knicks are going to get smacked, Mike?
No. He's saying that they're going to blow them out since Towns,
okay.
Russell, and Edwards are all out. I mean,
They're all out.
I mean, dude, yeah, then this should be a game the Knicks win. They need to win this game.
You need these type of
yeah. The Timberwolves are another solid, young team.
Yeah, if they have everyone healthy, I think the Knicks might lose.
I know the record sucks, but actually,
when they have everyone healthy, of course. But yeah, I think you got to start somewhere. String victories together. Set a goal at getting to 500, and then move up from there.
Game at a time, dude.
Yeah, one game at a time for sure. And then the other game we got the Lakers. I think they're 4 or 5 in a row. I want to say that they've lost.
They
4.5-point road favorites at the 10 and 24 Houston Rockets, coming off a blowout loss last night to Charlotte. Total set at 228.5 here. 8:00 NBA League Pass, and listen. I mean, no one's gonna hide from the fact that it's a tough stretch for the Lakers right now. But just like the Knicks with the Timberwolves, with those guys out, the Rockets, I don't even think they have anybody out, but that doesn't matter. They're the type of team that you get healthy with, and it doesn't matter, that Davis isn't playing. Look for LeBron to continue, his big games that he's had recently. And I would think Westbrook, somewhat of a revenge game here for him too. Being that the Rockets couldn't wait to get rid of him, last year, before he was traded.
He wanted to get the hell out of there too, though. He's such a chief, dude.
Yeah,
he really is.
I mean,
sorry.
I don't know, but I listen. It doesn't look good. But like I've been saying all along, I mean, obviously a big part of it is
They just want to get to the
AD.
playoffs, bro, and cruise all the way till they get there, and then they'll fucking try to rev it up. But
Yeah,
that might not be-
they're
it
but
might not
they're
be-
gonna
it'd be too late, bro.
but they're gonna make at least. I think there's no way they don't make more than they don't make less than 2 moves before the deadline. 100%. Like they're gonna bring in
at
some
least 2.
athleticism. Yeah, of course. And
Yeah.
then Kendrick Nunn hasn't even played all season. I think that's gonna be huge. And I guess they're not bringing back Isaiah Thomas, so be interested to see where he winds up. I think just go to Boston. You know what I mean? Just
IT, yeah.
you know, just finish it
all
off
began.
right.
Well, I know
But
he got drafted by Sacramento,
but-
but he banged it in
Boston, yeah. But I think no way that this game is with even in 10 points. I think the Lakers will blow them out by 30, and LeBron will have 30. And I think that's all that matters. Put one in the win column and on to the next one. What's the snicker, Michael?
Who are they playing?
Houston.
Babies over there. Yeah, it's a win. If they lose this, they're in trouble.
They're not going to lose, though.
I'm just saying.
They're in
If
trouble
I'm with
regardless.
you. They're gonna win.
All right.
I think that. I
That's all-
agree.
that's all I
There's
wanted to
babies
hear.
in Houston. They're babies. They're a very young team.
Lakers
Yeah.
should smack. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take the Lakers.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Lakers.
Are they like
Lakers should
everyone's
smack
healthy
them.
over there? They're good to go.
Houston?
Houston?
No, I'm talking about you.
LA.
You, LA.
You guys.
You guys, your team.
As far as I know, other than AD obviously, but just gonna do quick check here on the ESPN app. Just take a look. Okay, so Bazemore, Reeves, Rondo are out. I mean, that's not. I mean, Reeves had that nice game, but I guess he's had a COVID bout because that was a little bit ago, and he hasn't been back. But yeah, they got more than enough. So if they don't get the job done tonight, I mean, I don't even know what to say. But like I said, not worried about it. Should be a
Or I think you might have
shellacking.
to switch teams, bro.
Nah, confidence not wavering at all. But I think it's a good time to go to the world of the National Hockey League.
In they come, Evans, what a save by Vasilevsky! Are you kidding me? McAvoy, Frederick, did you get the license plate number on that truck? McDavid, beautiful move! You just knew that Connor McDavid was going to make a statement. What a goal!
All right. We have not heard that video in a while. NHL been on hiatus here for a good stretch. It feels like it's been a month since there's been games, but tonight we do get 3. So unfortunately, the Rangers are going to have to wait till tomorrow to play, being that their game
So annoying.
against the Red Wings today was postponed. But it actually might be a good thing because I know me and Tony were talking about it yesterday that Gorgachev and Shesterkin were in protocols. So obviously, you want to have those guys back and not start the rookie goaltender from UConn. So hopefully both of them will be back, but I'm sure, given a little time here, they'll be able to get it together. So short slate tonight with the cancellations, but we do have 3 matchups here. So, being that we only have 3, I guess we could say we'll each take 1. But let's go with you, Matthew, here first. Your lock of the night between the 3 games. We got, just so everyone knows, we got Canadians at Lightning, we got Knights at Kings, and we got Coyotes at Sharks. What are you going with, Sport?
Dude, let's go with the Knights and the Kings. Gonna roll with the Knights tonight too. So Golden Knights 20-12-0. Yeah, this game is in Vegas, Barnes? Check.
No, I believe it's in of course.
LA? Los
It is,
Angeles?
yeah.
At the, what's the name now of that place? The Crypto.com.
Crypto.com.
Yeah, that's tough, dude. So the Knights are gonna come in there and smack the Kings in their new shitty stadium name. And yeah, it's gonna be it's not even gonna be close, bro. We're gonna go 5-1 Vegas over LA.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I mean, no reason to think that
Vegas is a much better team than LA.
Yeah, that it's not going to be decisive. In Vegas, I feel like, they get scoring from a lot of places, but I think Stevenson, he's at the center of it. Only 9 goals, but he has 22 assists. So really been their playmaker this season. And I just feel like I'll have to double check this, but I think they might be the only team in the NHL not to play an overtime game this year. For 32 games, isn't that like kind of a long time to not have an overtime game? It's almost half the season.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
A bunch of teams, 5, 6 games that have gone to overtime.
That's pretty nuts.
Or they don't have an overtime loss.
Right.
They probably haven't had. Okay, but still, not to have an overtime loss. I think that says a lot for sure. But yeah, and like we've been saying for a while here, I can't wait to see what they look like when Eichel comes back.
Wow.
It's going to be tough to take them down, dude. And it would be something if they were to be able to get back to another Stanley Cup final. Obviously we're a ways away from that, but definitely good start to the season. So I agree with you there. As far as the Knights are concerned, and this, you look at the other 2 games. Canadiens and the Lightning, and then the Coyotes and the Sharks. Looking at both of these, I guess just to make it somewhat interesting.
Shout out Paula Paps for just retweeting on Twitter our end of the year video.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
But I have to go with Vasilevsky here in the Lightning. The Canadiens are a complete dumpster fire, and the Lightning are looking to go back to back to back. I think the Rangers will have something to say about that. But a game like this against Montreal, if it wasn't for this extended layoff, I'm sure they would start Brian Elliott. But I'm sure they just want to get not Shesterkin, but Vasilevsky back in net, back to doing what he was doing before the break. So I would imagine he'll be starting, and I don't think this is close. I think Stamkos has 2 goals and an assist, and they win 5-1. And bring that record to 21-6-4. So definitely well on their way to competing for another Eastern Conference title and possibly another trip to the Stanley Cup Finals. So that would be interesting to see. And then the other game here. How do you at all ever pick the Arizona Coyotes? Their own fans basically don't want them. The city of Glendale tried to kick them out with the back taxes. Unbelievable, complete embarrassment. We've said it all along. I'll say it again. Move them to Hartford, Connecticut. Bring back all of the Whalers stuff. Every game will be sold out. And Tony's so worried about the Hartford Wolfpack. God forbid. I think we can find another
he's a hater.
Unbelievable.
He's a hater because Barnes.
The minor league team, the team that he likes.
Yo, tell me this. Can you not see him? He just doesn't want Connecticut to have anything.
Yes.
Yes. 100%.
He doesn't want anything.
Tony, we know.
Yeah.
Come on. We know you, dude.
We're gonna get it though.
You're a fucking ulterior motive.
I still don't get it though, because it's like the team's in Arizona. Why does he care?
I know.
He's tight. That's how much he hates.
No, but he just doesn't want Connecticut to shine, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like
Tony, we know.
New York can only be the team with the sports teams.
I don't know why both states can't do good. What? That's terrible. Can't do that.
Can't do it.
And it just a travesty to these Arizona Coyotes players. It's how do you even get up for a game when no one's even in the stands? Just think about
in Arizona, no one gives a shit about hockey.
Yeah. And it's just the passion that the fans in Hartford would bring. And you know what? How about the Wolfpack move to Arizona? let's just have them go there. Why not?
How does Tony not like the Wolfpack? He's from Hartford?
Michael?
That's directly affiliated with the Rangers.
Does that sound like some place to you?
Something like the Den.
I gotta talk about this. AJ went. And he said he's very upset with Mohegan.
Really?
Went the day after Christmas, I believe. $50 tables. He goes, minimum. He goes, wow, they must be fucking hurting, huh?
There was not one table under $50.
No.
He went when?
26th, I think.
Okay, so.
Or maybe the 23rd.
Day before.
2 days.
2 days. Okay, day before Christmas Eve.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't remember which.
Yeah.
And he said he's so jacked up about no smoking, anything in the casino.
Wow.
You can't even do the
stick.
Yeah, he said he's very bad taste in his mouth about Mohegan. Might not go back.
But the only thing with the stick, one thing I'll say is, could it not be a sign?
You're saying
It's time to back up the car, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
tire,
hey,
under the tire.
Crazier things have been happened before. But that's a shame, though. Honestly, comes to visit, wants to have a nice time, and then gets thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Goose. Sucks up here.
Yeah.
You're saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
geez.
both hated it. AJ was saying the same thing. Dude, honestly, this place is only good for 2 months out of the year.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny, honestly. But yeah,
Get your condo and Florida bonds.
Right on the golf course.
dude. But honestly,
Yeah,
I
bro.
mean,
In
yeah.
Naples.
Yeah.
You
West
play with
Palm,
Goose. You-
Jupiter.
You could literally, if you lived down there, you would play with Goose every day.
Oh yeah.
And AJ.
He
Wait,
would-
but
and they would play
I
every
thought Goose
fucking
lives
day.
here.
He's down there right now.
He goes back and forth.
Yeah, but I think for work right now he's down there.
Oh, okay, but then
And,
once
his-
golf
literally,
season,
his whole family's down there.
but once golf season starts, we'll be back here.
I believe that is the case.
Yeah.
Don't
But it's
quote
funny
me on that,
actually.
though.
Those people, Joe was mentioning that we did, on Oakwood, the siding job down the street from him.
Mhm.
They same setup, like the house in Florida here for the
The-
summer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then go down there for the winter. Great people. But it's like that's the setup though, because I have to say,
No, that is.
yeah,
That's
because
the
I
idea.
don't, I don't want it to be 120 and like humid in Florida in the summer. Like, you know
No,
what
dude,
I mean?
'cause I was there, bro.
Yeah,
That sucked. That sucks, dude. That heat.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I think we went in high school because I hadn't went when I was like older to go to Disney. So we went when I was in high school for whatever reason. And I was literally carrying, it was like July. I was carrying around a full gallon of water because it was that hot.
Yeah,
In the
bro,
park.
You need it.
And then on top of it, how about how the
Fucking
water
sun
fountains
beating
taste like
down.
sewage?
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
what is
so-
that? Could
so
some,
bad,
Michael,
so bad.
can I have an explanation? You know what I'm talking about though with
At
that,
Disney you're
right?
talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah, there's no way in fucking hell that I would drink that water.
But it's like I just don't get like
I
what
don't know,
it
dude.
is.
It's
though.
the Floridian sewage.
So it's not like the New York water.
It's not the New York water, Tony. Not like the New York water, old sport.
Oh
Florida
my
water's
God. But really, I mean,
really, dude.
other than that, Michael, I mean, nothing in boxing. I think you've been very quiet on that front.
There's nothing out.
Well, how about Jake Paul said he thinks he could be a fucking linebacker in the NFL because he would just stand there. and
Go do
pass
it,
guys.
dude.
Yeah,
Go do it.
Do it, dude. Get your bell rung one time. Fucking.
I mean,
out.
you don't like the Pauls, do you?
I absolutely despise what they're about.
Okay, good. I just
Everything about them. They just make content and to take money from people, and they have a lot of young fans, and they're disrespectful, and they're just not,
and they
They're
won't
trash.
they
They're trash.
won't take a real fight,
no.
Nah, they're bitches.
and that you don't think ever that'll happen.
If they do, they'll die.
You think so?
If someone in their prime,
But what I don't get the problem that I have is like, why are the people obsessed with them? That's why, like, what draws? Why are they compelling? That's what I don't get.
Because they're fucking.
people, I guess, are drawn to negative stuff.
Yeah,
Like they should all watch us.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when are we ever negative?
Not never.
Never, dude.
Yeah.
Always a
Our
feel-good,
content
good
is
time.
so
Yeah,
good.
It's all
Yeah.
good shit.
Such a feel
You can
good.
relax watching it.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to be
Um,
all fucking having a panic attack watching somebody fucking just be a dickhead, yelling, screaming, disrespectful.
Yeah, and like to get paid all. It's just like I don't know, man.
Dude, they, you know what? When it's all said and done,
I mean,
these
they
guys are
literally make LeVar
100%.
Ball not annoying, honestly.
Yeah.
fucked. Honestly, I would much rather hang out with LeVar.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
He
no doubt.
seems chill, actually.
Yeah. And Del Curry, right?
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah. Hey Dale,
And Del.
you
Yeah.
farm me in the Dale now?
But fellas, I mean, as we come to a closure, I mean, anything else you'd like to add on the way out? I mean, something.
Dude, I mean, solid start to the week. Want to be back.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New
New
Year,
Year's coming, dude.
Michael.
You know,
Yeah, I'm
Oh, good.
excited.
Excited. We got some new videos out on the YouTube page, so I think our fans want to check those out, right?
Yeah, our year in recap video is coming out on YouTube later today. So
Okay, and then we had a screen time episode earlier today.
Yep, we had a screen time episode. That was good. It was like best remakes.
Okay.
So like Total Recall, Arnold, Colin Farrell was mine.
And you can watch all these shows and more on the Downtime TV YouTube channel.
And hey,
So
it's
comment, and subscribe, please.
And hey, I mean, some late Christmas gifts. Why not go to downtimetv.com? There's a lot of merch on there.
And
birthday
just
parties
throughout the whole
Birthday,
year.
yeah. It's always
Great.
Christmas. It's Christmas every day on downtimetv.com.
Yeah.
Come on. But yeah, I mean, he said it, right? I mean,
we'll see you guys tomorrow, right?
yeah. See you guys mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make